Hi everyone, today we are in the kitchen and we are making peanut butter and jam truffles. I love these because A, they're so easy to make, and B, who doesn't love peanut butter and jam? So we're gonna start with the peanut butter, which I have a cup of natural peanut butter here. So essentially, when you're buying a peanut butter, always just look for the ingredients to say peanuts. That's all that should be in it. So we're gonna add that into our bowl here. It's obviously nice and smooth. You wanna use a smooth peanut butter for this recipe because I find the crunchy doesn't really work as well. So we're gonna add that in here. If you are sensitive or allergic to peanuts and you can't have peanuts or you can't have even other nuts, I recommend doing a sunflower butter. If you can have other nuts, do an almond butter, a cashew butter. You can use other things in space of that. So next, we've got jam. So this jam actually has no sugar added. You can find this in stores here in the city or wherever you are. I'm sure you could find this. So this is a superfruit jam. You could use raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, whatever your favorite kind of jam is that you usually put with your peanut butter. So we're gonna add this in here too. So this is about 4 to 5 tablespoons of jam, which I absolutely love. Then we just wanna give that a good mix, mix these two together. We wanna mix it really well so they're blended. I find using a spoon is the best. Some people try to do this in a blender, but it ends up getting really sticky and you have to take it out of the blender anyways and then mix it yourself. So we see this really nice consistency here. So it smells so good. The next thing we're gonna do is add the third ingredient, which is maple syrup. So this is a real dark grade maple syrup. Again, if we're looking at sweeteners, we wanna make sure that in the ingredients, there is just maple syrup. There shouldn't be any added colors or flavors. So we're gonna add, again, about 5 tablespoons of maple syrup just to make it a bit sweeter. And some people find that the jam itself can even be fine on its own without adding maple syrup. So if you don't need a lot of sweetener, you might just be able to make this without the maple syrup. But I like to add a little bit. And again, we just wanna mix until it's all nice and smooth. Next, we're gonna add the coconut flour. So again, all this is shredded coconut that's been dried and blended into a powder. So you can find this at most of your local grocery stores and markets. So we're gonna add it a little bit at a time just so we can get the perfect consistency. So you just wanna start adding it in. And this is about 5 tablespoons, but I always, like I said, just do a little bit at a time because the recipe can sometimes turn out a little bit differently depending on your elevation, how dry your house is, those kinds of things. I love this recipe because this is something you can have as a snack. You could have this before a workout because it's got good quality fats and carbs with the natural sugars in there. Or if you've got a craving for something sweet and you don't want to indulge, this is a healthy indulgence. And if you find you've added the 5 tablespoons of coconut flour and it's still a little on the sticky side and they're not gonna roll and form into balls as well as you're hoping for it to, just toss this in the fridge for like 10 or 15 minutes and it'll be good to go. Sometimes it just needs to be cooled a little bit, but I think we'll be perfect with this consistency. So then just go in and you see how nice that is? It's not sticking to my hands. So that's how you know it's the perfect consistency, when it just rolls so flawlessly into a beautiful little ball. And that is how you make these. And it's that simple. Look, that took us, what, less than 5 minutes? So you can make these healthy little treats in the kitchen and you can keep these in the fridge. These will stay and keep for a while. You could freeze them if you wanted to, if you know you're not gonna eat them all right away. So this is, like I said, a great little snack, little indulgence pre-workout, or maybe it's your midday snack. Definitely feel free to kind of alter the recipe as you like it. It doesn't necessarily have to stay the normal way that it is when you make it. All right, so we have got these lovely peanut butter and jam truffles, and they smell so good. And that is how easy these are to make. So if you want the recipe, definitely check out amberapproved.ca. For these, and I hope that you make them soon. I know I'm gonna definitely dive in and sample them right away. Thank you so much for checking out this segment, and we'll see you next time.